only girl for you. But it's pretty funny that it took you so long to get over Casey May.
Yeah. Casey May broke up with Jeff when he was 13. And he was still bitter about it in college. That's 5 or 6 years.
Right, at least 5 or 6 years. Well, I'm glad that Jeff was finally able to get over Casey May and admit that it was a mistake.
Yes, he was able to get over her. Now let's learn that keyword.
Get over. Get over. When you get over someone, this means that you forgive them for hurting you, and you stop being upset and mad about what they did.
Now, when you get over something, you stop thinking about it. You keep living your life. You put it behind you and stop making yourself feel bad about it.
Right, so you can get over someone or get over something. For example, getting over something that has happened to you. Well, you should try to get over things as soon as you can, or else you might become bitter.
And you don't want to be bitter. Now let's learn that keyword.
Bitter. Bitter. Now, bitter means that you're angry or sad about something that has happened.
Right. When you're bitter, you're angry or you're sad.
We hope that you're not bitter. All right, we have a calendar phrase here. I admit it.
I admit it.
All right, well, I admit that I'm sad that we have to go, but I'm glad that we get to go see Thomas.
Greg, what about you?
Well, you know that big photo contest I entered last month?
Yes.
I regret not entering more contests like that.
Why?
He won the contest.
That's great.
I'm glad you think so, Jeff. You see, I won a trip to Brazil.
So you'll need some time off.
Right.
Greg won the contest. Well, this is really exciting.
Yay, Greg won the contest. That's great. Andrea, what's a contest?
A contest is it's our keyword. Contest. Contest. A contest is a game or a competition that people try to win.
A contest. 竞赛. Now, in a contest, 2 or more people try to do something, and they all try to win this contest.
Yes, when you're in a contest, you want to do better than the other people. You may be in a speech contest. In a speech contest, you give a speech, and many other people give speeches. The winner is the person with the best speech.
Greg entered a photo contest. This is a contest where people take pictures and they send them into a certain place. People judge and decide who has the best picture. Whoever took the best picture wins the contest.
Now we know that Greg won the contest, but what did he win? Well, that's the question in today's mission. What did Greg win?
What did Greg win? Greg won a trip to Brazil.
Yes, a trip to Brazil. That is a great prize for the contest. Let's learn more from Thomas.
Keywords.
It's time to review our key words together. And please, say them along with us. Our first key word is tease. Tease. Don't laugh at me and say those things. It's not nice to tease.
Put something behind oneself. Put something behind oneself. I've already forgiven James. I've put it behind me.
Get over. Get over. Tom was hurt when Katie broke up with him, but he got over it.
Bitter. Bitter. If something bad happens, don't be bitter. Try to get over it.
Contest. Contest. Rachel won the cooking contest. Everyone loved her pizza.
Okay, let's review one more time. Tease. Tease.
Put something behind oneself. Put something behind oneself.
Get over. Get over.
Bitter. Bitter.
Contest. Contest.
Hey, great job! Now let's listen for these keywords as we review our conversations.
Jeff, do you have any regrets you've learned from?
Jeff doesn't make mistakes.
You're going to regret teasing me if you don't stop.
Oh, I thought of an experience you could tell about.
What?
Well, this story is kind of like Liz's.
Mia, let's not tell that story.
But it's funny.
Not really. Besides, I've put that behind me.
You used to love telling this story.
Come on, Jeff. Tell us.
Okay. A girl I really liked, Casey May, broke up with me. It took me a long time to get over her.
Why is that funny?
Because she broke up with Jeff when he was 13.
When did you get over her?
Sometime in high school?
Wrong. You were still bitter when we were in college.
Okay, I admit it. But that was a mistake. You're the only girl for me, Mia.
Greg, what about you?
Well, you know that big photo contest I entered last month?
Yes.
I regret not entering more contests like that.
Why?
He won the contest.
That's great.
I'm glad you think so, Jeff. You see, I won a trip to Brazil.
So you'll need some time off.
Right.
Calendar phrase.
I admit it.
I admit it.
我承认.
Did you call Jake on the phone last night?
Yes, I admit it.
Did you talk to him for 20 minutes?
Yes, I admit it.
Do you like Jake a lot?
Yes, I admit it. Why do you want to know?
Because Jake likes you too. I admit it.
I admit it.
I admit it.
我承认.
It's time for our question of the day. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? Why?
That's a hard question to answer. I'd like to go to a lot of different places. But I think one place I'd like to go to is Australia. I think it'd be really interesting to go there.
Hey, that would be interesting. There's so many places in the world that you can go and visit. Now ask someone this question. We'll see you tomorrow on Let's Talk in English.
On PTS and the radio.
And remember, learning English can be fun. Bye. Yeah, well, thanks for giving me this performance review. I learned a lot.
Well, like I said, Andrea, you have a lot of talent. You are a good teacher, and the students love you.
Oh, well, thanks, Campbell. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Let's Talk in English on PTS and the radio. My name's Andrea.
And I'm Campbell. I was just giving Andrea her performance review. Now, Andrea, there is one thing that you need to improve on.
Oh, so one thing that I need to get better at. Well, what's that?
Returning the things that you borrow from people.
Oh, right. That.
Yes, that. Remember the book you borrowed from me 4 months ago?
Yes. Well, I'm still reading it.
Then what about my sweater?
Well,
And and my DVD, and my CD, and my books.
Okay, Campbell. I'll give you your things as soon as I can.
Thank you. Now on with our lesson. Yesterday, Mia talked about the performance review she got from her boss, Stan.
Today, we'll hear about some of the performance reviews that Mia had to give. And here's today's mission. What doesn't Mia want to do to Jeremy?
What doesn't Mia want to do to Jeremy? Well, let's find out from Mia. Here's Conversation A.
Didn't you have to give some performance reviews today, too?
Yes, I gave them to both my writers. Ava's was easy. She works quickly, and she's very responsible.
That's good.
Jeremy's wasn't easy.
Why not?
Jeremy needs to improve in several ways.
Like what?
I'm not happy with the way he uses his time. He waits until the last minute to do things.
Well, Mia says she's not very happy with one of her writers named Jeremy. He always waits until the last minute to do things. Well, Campbell, I often wait until the last minute to do things.
Well, that's okay, Andrea. We all have things we want to improve and get better at, like learning our keywords. So let's do that.
Okay, let's do that. Our first keyword is improve. Improve. When you improve, you get better at doing something.
Right. When you improve, you get better at doing something. For example, maybe last time you got 80 on your math test. This time you got 95. Well then, you improved.
You know, many students ask us how they can improve their English, how their English can get better. How can you improve your English? Well, practice and do what you're doing by watching and listening to our show.
Right. If you work hard and you practice, then your English will improve.
Now, Mia says that Jeremy has to improve in several ways. That means there's many things that he has to get better at, like how he uses his time.
Right. Jeremy often waits until the last minute to do things. Now let's learn this key word.
Last minute. Last minute. The last minute is the very last chance you have to do something.
For example, if you have homework due on Friday, but you wait until Thursday night or even Friday morning to do this homework, then you're waiting until the last minute.
Right. Well, students, do you do things at the last minute? Think about it while you go and listen to Thomas.
That sounds like Rita. She could use her time better, too.
And Jeremy isn't very responsible.
Why not?
He doesn't do things. Then he says I never told him about them, or he blames someone else.
He doesn't sound like a good employee.
I'm afraid he's not. I don't want to fire him. I really hope he improves.
I hope so, too. Firing someone isn't fun.
Jeff's right. Firing someone isn't fun. So let's hope Jeremy improves. If he doesn't become a better employee, he might lose his job. Now let's learn this keyword, employee. Employee. And an employee is a person who is paid to do something.
If you work somewhere and you get paid to do